Let's get out of here. And so she woke up from where she was. The background music just reminds me of a U2 song, Running to Stand Still. That was on Joshua Tree. Phenomenal, phenomenal album. One of the best rock albums I've ever heard. That had Where the Streets Have No Name, With or Without You, Still Haven't Found What I'm Looking For. That song was really good. Trip Through Your Wire was really good. One of my favorites, In God's Country. Suddenly, we have peoples. People who want to kill people. Let me just see if I can go full sniper. Are they... Okay, maybe not. We don't have people. We don't have people who want to kill people. People who want to kill people. I could snipe from all the way over here. How much longer do we have to... It's not that far. Go around. I'm not afraid of no Marauders no more. I spit on those Marauders. They ain't shit. Now, speaking of, there have been rumors of, as I've said before, Mass Effect's trilogy being re-released. I know I'm a Nintendo guy because I'm a genius and I like quality, and Nintendo is the best. But really, I don't understand why you wouldn't just get a Switch. I really don't. Online play, is it that important that you want to spend an extra $400? $300? Even $200 for online play? And it's not like the Switch doesn't have online play, it does. It's fine. I mean, I'm playing Smite on it. Getting pissed off. I was playing Paladins and Overwatch on it, but kids don't know how to play video games. So I kind of put that aside for now. Playing Divinity Original Sin 2 on it, which is great, even though Rebecca somehow managed to destroy my team. Despite the fact that my team is stacked and should have just destroyed them. Where are you, Dick?
Adelaide's okay. Any luck finding one of those manuals?
I have all three.
No kidding. Really? Well, which one?
All three.
Look at that. Building a computing machine out of Spectrum potatoes, a primer. I'm just glad it survived all these years. I appreciate you going through all that trouble. In fact, I put aside something special on the off chance that somebody'd search out those data pads for me.
So wait, you want all three of them or what?
Well, don't keep me in suspense. Ain't that just ironical? If I'd worked a little longer back at the cannery, I might have found this myself.
Yeah.
2 whole data pads? Be still my beating heart. Oh, almost forgot your payment.
Okay.
Well, don't keep me in suspense.
Revering.
The geothermal plant? Now that is just incredible.
The woman behind you pretty incredible herself.
Adelaide always told us it was swarming with hostile mechanicals.
It was. Till she showed up.
All 3 parts. I'm gonna be the greatest engineer Halcyon's ever seen.
As long as you're illiterate.
Aside from you, Ms. Parvati, I swear, I'll do you proud.
Hey,
Glad we could help, Thomas.
only I could do her.
I've been saving something for you. Just a little contraption I found. Should fit right into your outfit.
I should go. Alright, speaking of fit into my outfit. So. Tinka. And let me repair. lying shitbag. You said it would fit right in. You don't have any, you fuck. Alright, let's go talk to Adelaide.
Look at that. The snake's come back. I never thought I'd see the day that Reed Thompson abandoned his post. Suppose we all have a breaking point. Suppose it's time our flock made our way back to Edgewater. We must tend to what remains of the town and carry on with our lives as best we may. You're vexing to me, you know? Injuring us with one hand, helping us with the other. Here, I'm giving you something to leave us be. It's a ransom, you understand, not a reward. You're telling me you did all this just to put me in charge of it?
Probably.
Stranger, you are some kind of twisted. I might turn that old cannery into a garden. Got ourselves a whole cemetery bursting with bodies. I need some time to gather my personals. Long walk back to Edgewater. Got a considerable burden to carry.
You want me to help you with the undergarments? BAM! Alright, so... Well, yeah, we're gonna have a hard time sneaking in this shit. No, I don't really need sneaking. I'm just walking into shit. Alright. So, yeah, that's about it. We can't do perks. 50, well, I mean, the increase is not really all that. Revering deserters and spacious choice. That's pretty impressive. Okay. And I still want to do this. Ooh. Well, I don't have melee. I don't want to leave without the... Oh, without that. Okay. Now then. Let me go... It's still stealing. Let me get out of here. How do I get out of here? Up. I knew that. Alright, so... That's where my beloved Constable Reyes is. Is that... Wait. No, wait. That's... Hold on. Yeah, that's where she is. This is where that Marauder is. We'll finish this, and then we're going to go back to our ship. Chickens and dogs. Hi, baby. Yeah, stealth is probably not going to be her thing. I want to get over there. How do I do that? I always forget the name of that guy. I used to... Kieran, something like that. From Fire Emblem Awakening. The one with the huge armor that Sully used to call Little Man. Who I used to always marry them because their Kelly was extraordinary. Then again, all the kids in that game were. Loved my Sully. Not as much as I loved my Tharja, but there were a few that I loved like I loved my Tharja. She's like my dream woman. I know that she was supposed to be like Mid-Eastern more than Italian, but her name ends in a vowel. And on top of that, She walked around in her undergarments and heels with just a lace bodysuit. She had black hair and she was psychotic. I loved her. I loved her and I still do with all my heart and soul. She was my baby. Now this could be... I do want to equip her with light armor, but it has to be good light armor, not crap. It's gonna be time for the old sniper rifle. Or taunting... Oh shit. What are these things?
Don't mess with us.
Didn't have to do anything there. Good job, Pravati. So yeah, my Tharja was my love. Absolutely adored her. One of the things I do have to give Fire Emblem Warriors was her pose. Oh, God, do I love her. Bye-bye. One button. We have to transition into a cave, huh? Or is he just sitting right there? I can still sneak, it's not a problem.
Here we go. Here we go.
There he goes. Giovanni?
That's the last of them.
Good job, my love. You're getting better, too. That dude just became a torso. How'd that happen? Well, there's his leg. You guys are holding out. You got some good shit. You too. What happened to your legs? A toss ball card? Alright, so we didn't have to transition. We just... God, you guys got some good shit. By the way, that armor is pretty fucking intense. Their little shots didn't do jack shit. Yeah, I remember when I first played Awakening, I didn't realize the greatness that was Tharja. So I went with Cordelia, you know? And I can't say that it was not without reward, because the Severa that we created was just amazing, and I absolutely loved my little daughter. But then something happened. It was called the Summer Special. And in the Summer Special for Awakening, you found out that Cordelia was not as much of a woman as her armor made her seem to be. And that Tharja had the biggest boingy bits. According to Noe, who felt her up while she was asleep. See, because gotta love Japanese culture. Despite the fact that Tharja had a nice figure and wore nothing but her undergarments with a lace bodysuit that you can clearly see through, She covered up her chest with books. I love you, but I don't think that's going to do you any good. But whatever the case, the whole thing about the boingy bits just made me go, oh. So then when I realized that Tharja's romancing of the main character was by far everything I dreamed of from a woman, that she was obsessed with him, that she would destroy anyone or curse anybody that went near him, I was like, oh my god. Now you'd ask, well, Tharja or Camilla? Camilla, obviously. Camilla is my woman. Kellum, that's his. I'm sure it's Kellum, but that's what I'm talking about. She has to be like Kellum, stealthy while being overly jacked in terms of armor. So Kellum had this magnificently large armor, but for some reason, even when he wasn't even trying to sneak around, people just didn't notice him. It was sort of like a comedic irony, you know? Oh yeah, there he is. Like the idea that this guy with all his armor was not noticeable. That I already tried. Sometimes I feel like that at my job, but you know. Just noticed how skinny my arms are getting. I gotta go see my beloved Constable Reyes, and then we have to fix our ship where the vicar should be hanging. And from what I can tell, we've done pretty much every quest there is here. It's a good introduction. I'm going to start streaming this game on Tuesday nights, I believe. I'm going to see how I feel. I might just go with Hyrule Warriors because the adventure mode is so extensive. Are they extensive?
Nothing I could do about
Hi, my love.
Something to report?
I'm in love with you. No?
We pay by the finger. What do you have for me?
I have a finger I could put in your vagina if you want.
Gil Antrim. Real name, Guillaume. Duly processed by a freelancer on behalf of Spacer's Choice.
I love you.
I remember him. I was just a kid last I saw him. Shame. I'll just need your signature here, 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 and here. Got any more fingers for me?
I've got two right on my hand, baby.
Maybe.
You just tell me where to put them.
Age 37, right or left-handed? Let's just say no longer applicable.
Oh, God, I love you.
Burgess. Conducted my physical every fiscal quarter. Guess she couldn't keep her hands off her patient's medicine. Still one...
I couldn't keep my hands off you. That was a she? Oh, damn it.
I've got the paperwork. Here we are. Bertie Cotton. Cause of death. Let's just say overwhelming physical trauma. Bert was the local preacher before Max took over. Always was quick to remind us that we all get what we deserve in the end. Well, that's all three.
I want to put my mouth on your end, baby.
Fingerprint to ink. Here's all the compensation you've earned, plus a bonus.
Thank you, my love.
You've done such a bang-up job hunting down our former workers that I thought it only proper to deputize you. Congratulations.
Thank you, my love. Ooh.
Let me stop you there. It is official Spacer's Choice policy that all Marauders, regardless of prior affiliation to the Spacer's Choice brand, no longer qualify as our people.
I love you.
Ever since the company first settled the Veil. Life's good out here, but it ain't easy. Some folk can't keep pace with the demands of frontier life. Not everyone's cut out to work in Edgewater. Some turn deserter, some turn marauder. None of them get my sympathy.
Every time you speak, I fall more in love with you.
Uh-huh. I recall young Eugene. Good kid. Nice smile. Fussy about his health, though. Took a little too much adrenatime. That'll do a number on your brain matter. Says so right on the warning label. Violent psychosis is a well-documented and legally accounted for side effect of adrenatime.
If only you would grow your hair out, it would be so much better.
What's on your mind?
You, always. Oh, so she's now a deputy. Sweet. Hi, baby. Don't worry, I wouldn't be cheating on you, though. Now, we've only got one thing to do. Fix that ship. I think that would be a very poetic note to end on today. Fixing up the ship that we've been working on this whole time. And by working on, I mean not going anywhere near it, because I forgot where it is. Let's move, baby. We're going to get another party member. I believe the good vicar is a ranged unit. Well, my character seems to be a ranged unit that likes heavy armor, so I think we should be alright. And I believe with that ship being fixed, we can now fast travel and go further on this planet. With the whole thing being that we need to release more people. Despite the fact that I'm enjoying this game, I am hoping that it doesn't go on for too long. Because there's another game that's coming out at the end of this month, and then I do not have a mother fucking teat sucking clue what the hell I'm going to be doing after that. Nothing has a release date. No More Heroes 3 has no release date. Bayonetta 3 has no release date. Bravely Default 2 has no release date either, so I have no idea when that's coming out. I can't even pre-order those games. I'm going to die if I go down that way. In case you're wondering, yes, when I am playing through Bravely Default 2, I'm going to keep singing that song. And those are really the only ones that I'm interested in. When I say interested, there's a side that says, this looks like something I could play through. And there's another side that says, I think people would watch this. By the way, how did I not realize my ship was there? It's pretty fucking obvious. But whatever the case, that's what it comes down to. Does it look like it would be something I would enjoy, and would people watch me play it? That's why, although I freaked out all the time, Fire Emblem Warriors was really a good playthrough. I really enjoyed that game. I'm not going to get back because I did everything. Like Hyrule Warriors I can do twice because it's so much quicker. There's a side of me that kind of wants to argue that point.
This your ship?
Yes, my baby.
Oh my stars, she is just so handsome. Does she have a name yet? What's her drive model? Oh, gosh. Listen to me babbling.
I love you. Babble all you want.
In Edgewater, I dreamed of flying on a real ship, working on a real engine, belonging to a proper crew.
God, I love you.
I'm the only decent mechanic Edgewater's got, but every time I think of going back, I get this sinking feeling.
I want to have a sinking feeling of my penis in your vagina.
Oh, it's kind of you to say that. And you're right. I wasn't happy. I want to ask you something, and you can say no. But can I come with you?
What? I thought you were already with me.
G valves for my catalyzers, and I can keep.
Where's your G spot? That's the only G I care about.
And if you ever need a pair of eyes watching your back, I can do that too. What do you think?
I think I'm in love with you, and I always wanted to.
Yes! I mean, thanks. You won't regret this, ma'am. Captain. I can call you Captain now. Ha! I got a captain.
I love you, baby. Let's go put this thing in the thing, and we'll be quite alright. And like I said, it'll be poetic justice, not the movie. Ah, there's the vicar.
I certainly am looking forward to flying on a ship named the Unreliable. I'll just head upstairs and claim a room. I find myself marveling at the complex simplicity of the Fibonacci spiral. I'm sure you know what that's like. Something vexing you, Captain?
Nah, we're good.
Nothing too out of the ordinary. Just your run-of-the-mill vicar with a violently enthusiastic disposition. That's what my parents called it.
Nice, you should have been a dentist. When I was younger, just a beard.
I was destined to be a laborer like my parents, but I was infected early with a need to solve the equation. My passion didn't sit well with them. My parents, ironically. They internalized the precepts of scientism like no one I've ever known. They had a pure faith, a faith that brought joy to them regardless of the situation. I envied that. I wanted that peace. I thought if I became a vicar, I could find it. Or at the very least, find out why I lacked it. They thought I was fighting the plan, should have accepted my lot. Some people pursue the clergy for power, prestige, but that was not me. The plan is not one rigid path. There are a variety of multitudes contained within it. Our paths have variance, but we'll end up adhering to it, whether we like it or not. Some choices make the path smoother, some rougher. You can even go outside the lines, but the further outside you go, it's like an unbreakable elastic band. It will only stretch so far before it snaps back. The further it is stretched, the more violent the eventual correction.
Alright, so let me do my thing. Why do I have to pick a lock on my own ship?
Easy.
Captain,
Hi, my love.
Edgewater's power supply is now optimal. I applaud your willingness to invest your time in the local community. What can I do for you, Captain?
You can become real and make love to me.
Do you know how to install a power regulator?
No, my love.
Outstanding, Captain. Your aptitude for engineering will prove invaluable in the event of another catastrophic engine failure.
I love
The
you.
engine room is located behind you, across the cargo bay, up the ladders.
Alright. This is my workbench? Yep. Okay, let's fix everything. Unless I don't have the pieces. Okay, never mind. Simple enough. Hi, baby. Nope. I was just looking around, see what I got in my ship. Alright, so I'm going to stop here, and when we come back, we are going to see where this takes us. I will see you then.